production machine. Heine, knowledge of cars and machines. Humphrey, the wizard of slot machines. And the pretentious tobacconist, Robbie B.
Welcome back to the Final Third Podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Will.
I'm Scott.
I'm Mike.
I'm Alan.
I'm Heine.
And today we're going to be smoking a couple cigars that Alan brought back from Austin, so we'll get into those in a minute. First thing I want to do is thank everybody for coming out for our 4th anniversary week. It's been a really great week. Got to see a lot of people come in here. Thank you for the stories that people told me. We were very humbled by hearing some of the stories about what the lounge has meant to you. And just know that you guys mean the world to us. I mean, you guys are what made this special, and it's so much fun to have so many new friends by opening a business like this. So thank you guys for coming out for that.
Also, no, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, the packs. You guys have some packed house nights.
It's been pretty busy on the weekends, and this whole week we've had a pretty good week too. Some great. I mean, we had a couple of really good tastings. We had Redwood Empire and Stone Street out here. Both of those have been very surprising. I didn't know anything about Stone Street. That's actually a really good low proof bottle. And then the Redwoods, you know, I wasn't sure how well those would go. I've had people coming in all week after we had that tasting, ordering especially one with the old fashioned. So we'll have to get more bottles of that. And then we did Elijah Craig, which always goes really well. Then Friday night we had Tyler here from Espinoza, and was able to have a nice little event with that too. It was a really good night. And then last night, Dave Ellison came out and jammed out some music. It was a really great time. We had a complete pack on the patio and inside. It was really great. So, again, thank you guys. It was a lot of fun.
So, quick show note.
Yes.
Welcome to our new viewers on Facebook Live.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We are now on Facebook Live as well as YouTube Live.
Yeah.
So,
Heck yeah.
It's by popular demand.
yes.
Well, yes,
yes.
exactly.
Popular
All
demand.
tens of our listeners demanded.
Popular demand way better than court order.
Yeah, exactly. Good call. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be punishment for some people in prison. They have this playing in
They
the
have-
prison.
They have
Yeah.
to listen
Right
to the
now.
final
Shouldn't be on
podcast.
Facebook in prison.
Well, while you guys are getting everything lit up, I'll talk about this cigar a little bit. So Alan went down to Austin, Texas. We talked a little bit about that. We've got a couple of bourbons we're going to taste as well from that area. This is actually Babalu. They actually make the cigars themselves there in Austin, Texas. And really, I'm excited to try this because I haven't had one for probably 4 years now. But this is their 27th anniversary cigar called the Dark Shadow. Limited release. So this is probably not one you're going to find anywhere right now except for maybe down there. This one comes in with a San Andreas wrapper, Connecticut broadleaf binder. So that's kind of a cool combination because San Andreas always gives me more like the milk chocolatey, sweeter chocolate notes. Broadleaf usually gives you the bitter, dark chocolate notes. So having that combination to me, it should come off as like a chocolate bomb. And then the filler is some extra aged Dominican Seco, Nicaraguan Ligero, and Pennsylvania broadleaf. So a lot of different tobaccos in this cigar, so I'm excited to try it.
What do you get from Cold Draw?
Honestly, I'm getting a
Too late.
little barnyard and almost fig, like Fig Newton.
Okay.
I like
Yeah,
that call.
there's a little fig. I could taste the fig Newton.
Fig
definitely.
and alfalfa for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely some of that barnyard stuff going on. A little bit of that fruity note coming through.
This
Oh,
is-
yeah. It's very fruity.
And I'll say, like, I already lit up. This is an instant chocolate bomb to me.
Okay,
Like,
cool.
Yeah, very, very decadent.
Nice draw. Nice draw,
yeah.
too. Well constructed. And it looks nice. I mean, you look at the way it was wrapped, too. He's done a really nice job on wrapping these cigars. So,
Yeah,
The
I
red-
got a big like vein line coming through here, which
Yep.
I love because I know that's
Flavor
flavor.
bomb.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, not an aggressive retro, like pretty mild retro on it, I think.
So far.
Yeah, so far. Yeah.
I was gonna say I just retroed 2 times in a row, and the second one I'm like, okay, it's already
Yeah.
moving in the right direction.
Well, his description doesn't say anything about the strength level, so we could maybe talk about it and figure out the strength that we think it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm interested because like I had one already because he gave me an extra one, so I had one on Super Bowl Sunday. It surprised me because I talked to Rob about it before, and I think you had one before that maybe wasn't to your liking, maybe 4 years ago.
It was okay. It wasn't special.
Yeah. And so when I had one on the patio, it's like it kept my attention. It's like, hey, actually, it's not bad. So I'm actually interested to see what you guys see. This has been in your humidor now for almost 2 months. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's been
yeah.
about 2 months since I've been there.
Yeah, and so our first pairing with this today, we're going to go with coffee right out of the gate. I want to talk a little bit about this. This is Mally Coffee Roasters. They did basically a collaboration with Indiana Bourbon Club. You all know I did a Jimmy Red pick back in, a couple months ago. So this is Jimmy Red High Wire Red Corn Bourbon, and these coffee beans were aged. Green coffee beans were aged 4 weeks in the Jimmy Red barrel that we had, and then he took those out, dried them for like 24 hours, then did a medium dark roast on them. So you're going to get a lot of chocolate, bittersweet chocolate, stone fruit, toasted oats, and I just immediately try and get with the cigar. It really pairs nicely, I think.
I'll tell you, the cigar, just taking the puffs and a little retrohale, it reminds me of you ever had the cayenne pepper chocolate? Where it's got a little bit of cayenne pepper in.
chili
The
pepper.
retro gets the spice and the flavor on it's chocolatey to me. That's a nice cigar.
And this coffee is available for purchase on the Mally Coffee Roasters website. Just Google Mally Coffee Roasters.
So
Oh, that's nice.
normally with coffee, I don't put like whiskey in it very often unless I'm doing like whiskey and cream, kind of Irish style.
Yeah,
right? I really want whiskey in this coffee.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Will said
it
that when he
smells
first started,
Like it.
yeah.
It's like can I just dump some in here because it'd be perfect. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
It has. There's a the bourbon notes are super subtle on it, but that you do get it kind of on the back end.
See, I get more on the front end. Like the initial taste of it for me is more of the bourbon, and then the aftertaste is like a coffee. Like
Yeah.
So I get it on the front
Yeah.
end.
That's kind of how I rolled too. I felt like the tip of my tongue, some of the sweet notes come through.
Yeah, the sweet notes came through, and then the aftertaste for me, the back end was, hey, that's just like a coffee to me. So
It's very subtle, and I think part of that's coming from they're aging the beans green, and then they roast them after the fact. Most of them I've ever had, they put the roasted beans in the barrel, and it soaks up so much of that bourbon taste that all you taste is bourbon with a little bit of coffee, and it's almost overwhelming in the coffee. This is
kind of the
balance.
opposite.
this
Yeah.
is
Good
balance. It's a great coffee.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pick up a couple.
Yeah.
Me too.
He's very selective sourcing his coffee. This comes from El Salvador, the Santa Ana region.
That's my favorite region.
The detail level on his website about all of his coffees is really phenomenal. He talks about where they come from, the altitude it was grown at, the roast he puts on it, just a lot of detail. And he goes step by step of how he actually made it, which is kind of cool.
A lot of coffees will kind of mask a cigar for me. This one's actually pairing really nicely with the
I
cigar.
totally agree with you. I
Yeah.
think this is like spot on, especially with this cigar.
That's why I was
the
worried
chocolate
about
notes
bourbon.
on
I
the
was
back end
yeah.
of the coffee are totally like right in line with this
Balanced.
cigar.
Yeah.
It's not so far. Like I said, I wouldn't say it's mild to medium, maybe.
I'd say probably at least medium right now.
Yeah, medium.
Yeah, I think flavor wise, it leans medium. I'd call it a solid into heavy medium.
Yeah,
because
on the
there's
flavor.
so much flavor,
Flavor,
from it,
yeah.
right? And we always talk about like that generic mild medium full. It's not always the best descriptor because it doesn't have strength. Like if you take strength out of it, you could have a full cigar, full smoke, full flavor, full aggression, and no strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could still be considered a full cigar.
And that's why I wish they would figure out a way to make it industry wide what people are doing, because some people you'll see their ratings on the strength or body, and it'll just be based on nicotine strength. Well, some cigars are a 1 or a 2 on our 5-point scale that are very, very mild cigars but have a ton of flavor. So I try to balance it out with flavor and body, or strength and body, so that way someone knows this is going to have a ton of flavor. It's just not going to be strong.
Correct.
So that's where this is right now. It's like medium plus on flavor, probably barely a medium on strength right now.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'd
not
say
even a full
that.
medium
I'd
yet.
say a mild on strength so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting to see how the nicotine hits once we get going.
I think once you get in the last third, that'll be the telltale.
But it's not. There's so much flavor in the cigar, and my palate's still clean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of nice,
And it's a smoke bomb. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's good. It's a good burn too.
Yeah,
It got a
there's-
little white ash.
There you go.
So if you joined us
Magnesium.
live, let us know. What coffee do you drink in the morning with your cigar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
What cigar do you smoke with your coffee?
Yeah. What cigar do you have in the
58.
morning?
That's the thing too. I mean, we talk about. I mean, we all smoke cigars in the morning, and I've had a lot of people going. I never thought about smoking one in the morning. Man, it's a great way to start your day.
Oh, yeah.
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 I mean, it forces you to sit down and relax before your day starts. Maybe go through your email, get that stuff done, but it forces you to slow down a little bit.
Or it's really nice on
It's way
Saturday.
easier than yoga.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like I said, it doesn't get in your way when you're on the toilet either. And so, I mean, you still have both hands. And so.
Hey, I love a Saturday morning about 9 o'clock. Get my coffee, get my cigar.
Hit the patio.
I'm sitting on the
Sit out
patio
there
in the
sunshine.
sun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, just letting the day come up.
Yeah.
Heck
Very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the other day, what did I start with? Le Bijou.
Le Bijou.
Had that with my coffee. It was just some Cafe Bustelo, light roast. And then, was it yesterday? I'm sitting out there, had a 58. I can't sleep. I sleep like 4 hours maybe.
That's where
still.
I'm at right now too.
Yeah.
So like, I get home at midnight from working these games, and then I'm up at 4:30, 5 o'clock with the dogs, feed them. Then I'll sit out front. I mean, it was like 60 yesterday morning, so I was sitting out front, a little rainy, but enjoying a 58, with letting the dogs run around,
Yeah.
drinking some coffee. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Today's
say,
gonna
I
be a
was-
beautiful day.
Today's an incredible day. Look at
Yeah.
this.
Sunny and 60 today. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I sat outside for about 10 minutes this morning.
Yep.
Right now, I keep a camp chair in my
Yeah.
in my dining room and throw the camp chair out there because
Yeah.
my house is
In shambles.
it's a disaster.
Yeah.
It's a total disaster. If you guys have ever gone through a remodel or an addition,
we're in the
or-
middle of that small
Oh.
scale, but yeah.
it's brutal.
But
Yeah.
does it have that wood smell? Because I love like fresh construction.
Oh, yeah.
And you have that nice wood smell. See, that wouldn't bother me at all because if I'm out there smoking a cigar and having that nice wood
You're gonna
smell.
see
yeah.
Alan out there
Yeah,
just
except you
sniffing
got
the walls.
11 guys out there running nail guns and saws and the compressor going on and off.
So-
11 guys.
Yeah. Sorry, and one girl. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Hey, there's
it's
one.
nonstop, man. Yeah, yep, there is one girl in the crew out there. But yeah, it's just after a while, you're like, I've heard enough construction noise to last me a lifetime.
What time do they start in the morning?
7:30.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm still in
It's
REM
prime
sleep.
construction time.
Sun's
Right.
up, work starts.
Yeah, they get going, man. They're out there probably right now trying to get the roof finished between
I
today
mean,
and tomorrow.
they've got a great day to do it.
yeah, and then more rain, possibly snow later this week. So
Heck
Tuesday,
yeah.
yeah.
Winter's not over.
No.
nope, we're in second fake
Yeah.
spring right
Yep.
now.
Back when
Yeah.
bipolar were just females. Now it's the weather.
Now it's the
Yeah.
weather. It's always been the weather here, though.
That was a joke, by the way.
Just a joke.
Just a joke.
No one else laughed just for their safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Heine, did you win again?
I guess.
One of the drawings here.
Yes, he did. Yep.
You,
Yep.
you got the luck of
I know,
Alan.
but I want Alan's luck, and he can have mine.
Exactly.
I'd much rather be lucky at the casino.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Do you know which package you got?
It was the first one. It's when he was.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
one
if
right
that's
next
when
to
he
the
kept signed
register.
up for or not, but
Well, thanks. We had some pretty good sponsored stuff in there.
yeah. Aspen Creek.
Aspen
Thank you
Creek,
guys.
yeah.
Thanks, Derek.
Very cool.
Derek for that too. He gave us some gift cards to throw in there, and yeah, we had some Elijah Craig stuff. They donated some stuff from Heaven Hill.
Had some
Yeah.
Oliva, I think, too.
Yep. Believe it was in there too. So yep, and McAuliffe. So yeah, a lot of good stuff in there.
Awesome. That's great. I'll tell you this. If you're going to give something away, make sure it's something usable. I'm at the Fuel game last night and go by the 4-Day Ray table. And I love 4-Day Ray. Great little
Local brew.
microbrew.
Yep.
And yeah, so I spin the wheel and they're like, oh, here, $5 gift card. I get home last night, I was on a coaster and I look at it and it says expires 12/31/2022.
I think they will honor all of them though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
'cause they
figured
gave
it's
them to me,
probably
too.
fine, but
yeah.
I'm like, 2022. I wonder if I go in there and I,
Scott
get
goes,
my
sorry
whole,
guys, I was in
get
a
my
coma.
whole meal and all
can
that.
I still use this?
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, you can't use that. It's
Well, that was,
2022.
it's funny, like, at the field games, they have the puck throw, right?
Oh yeah, the Chuck-a-Puck.
Chuck a puck. So it was last year we chucked the puck and didn't win. And then 3 games later, I got a notice saying, "Hey, you won." I'm like, 3 games later, did they not like clear out the,
That number wasn't sold again.
Yeah,
so it
right,
just
yeah.
continued.
somebody
Yeah.
chucked it and I won it.
I still wanted to win that little Honda gas-powered scooter. the suitcase scooter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you
Those
go.
things are cool. They're way overpriced, but they're
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, our buddy Austin Mabry, he's been on the podcast from Ohio Bourbon
Ohio,
Collective
yeah.
guy. He works for Honda and he has one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen him riding it. It's crazy.
You know what
Yeah.
came? You know where those came from?
Uh,
They were literally built to go in the back of a Civic. So when you get into town, you could park your car in a garage and then
scoot on to work.
scoot on to work
Yeah.
and not congest the city.
Can't you just fold up a Civic?
Yeah, right. Almost.
If you hit it hard enough.
By the way,
Don't ask
get
my
into
wife.
the bourbon now with the cigar.
I wasn't gonna say.
She's not watching.
All right,
Oh,
so
she'll hear.
This
She'll find
bourbon
out.
is delicious with this cigar.
quickly pivoting. Yeah, we're gonna.
yeah.
We started out with a pour of Weldon Rockfish, which from Weldon Mills Distillery, Weldon, North Carolina. This is a corn whiskey, 80 proof. A lot of nice, super light, but
This
like
is what we do instead of cornflakes.
corn
corn
whiskey.
whiskey.
This is our breakfast pour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now tell us that difference: corn whiskey versus bourbon.
Yeah, corn whiskey. It's got to be at least 80% corn, but it does not have to follow all the conventional rules of bourbon, meaning it can be filled in used oak
Used
barrels.
oak, yep.
They don't actually disclose their mash bill, but we know it's got to be at least 81% corn, with a little bit of malted barley and/or enzymes.
Okay.
So no wheat, probably no rye in this, just straight corn and malt-
barley to help the-
Yeah.
You know, Will, this might
fermentation.
be a dumb question, but do they ever use? I know you have like your field corn, you have your sweet corn that we all eat. Do they ever use sweet corn to make anything? Or is that-
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Never.
We've
Oh.
got it here.
Old
Old
55.
55 has
They use sweet
really
corn.
good sweet corn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wood Hat was over there. They do it. Whiskey Acres has done it in the past.
And then there's a lot of blue corns.
Was Sweetens
corns?
Cove?
Sweet corn's really
I don't have any right
challenging
now,
though
no.
Right, but
because
was that a sweet
No,
corn?
no.
everything likes
Yeah.
to eat sweet corn.
Okay.
Deer,
Yeah.
birds, raccoons. So you plant, X number of acres knowing you're going to lose a percentage of that, maybe 20% to animals.
Yeah.
It's a little more expensive to make.
To make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the ratio to feed corn or, edible corn versus like feed corn and mash corn that they make is astronomical. You wouldn't think, as much as people like to eat sweet corn and stuff like that, it's only like 5 or 10% of the corn crops grown
Yeah.
Oh,
nationwide.
Yeah. So
it's-
like,
So is the bottles more expensive if it's made?
yeah, it
Okay.
usually ends up being more expensive product to the consumer because that cost is just going to carry through. I
Okay.
mean, I know Jason Fruits at Old 55. I mean, Rob, didn't he only plant like 10 or 15 acres of
Something
sweet
like
corn?
that.
Very small.
He might
amount,
be doing
yeah.
more since he's releasing more product now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a very small acreage.
And he'll tell you it's a pain. It's just
Yeah.
really
He
challenging.
doesn't want to do it, but the bad thing is everybody loves it, so people
Yeah.
just keep buying it. He keeps making it.
Do we get this? Do you know if we get the same amount of distillate out of a bushel of sweet corn as we do from Yellow Dip number 2 or any of the standard?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because I
Yeah.
think we talked about. I think it was like 5 gallons per bushel.
Yeah.
Of distillate.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd wonder if you get the same amount or not.
You're
You'd
probably
think you would
definitely getting
get-
more flavor.
You'd think you'd get more because a higher sugar content
Right.
would lead to
Yeah.
Yeah.
more alcohol.
I would think so too.
Yeah, you want
Which might
the,
help by having
the higher
less
the sugar
acreage.
content, the more there is for the yeast to
To
work
eat.
on
Yeah.
and eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right, I don't know about you guys, but before I took a sip of the corn whiskey, this was getting a little more peppery. The cigar was, and then when I took a sip of this and then smoke it, it
It's-
killed the peppery.
It did, yeah. Even on the retro, there's not
Yeah.
much spice at all in there right now.
Well, I love the strawberry is sticking with me so strong
Yeah.
on this
It's like
whiskey.
it's like
and
a
I
slightly
really want to make
underripe strawberry.
I know it's not bourbon, but we typically call the drink a bourbon smash, right? When you're
Ooh, that
doing,
would be
like,
good.
blueberries and mint. And I think it would be really, really good with this kind of fruity
Yeah.
corn whiskey.
I wouldn't consider this a sipping whiskey in the sense that it's lower proof. I'd probably lean more towards cocktails with this. But like we were talking, not a bourbon smash, but a whiskey smash
Yep.
with some muddled strawberries or blackberries with this, I think would be delicious.
Really,
It
really
would, yeah.
Well, and I
You
feel
think it
like
would hold up to a whiskey sour with the fruit notes and then mixing through?
It might. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think
think
so.
it could. I think if you did it,
I mean, it would be a little different than your
if
normal.
you didn't do mix,
Yeah.
If you did it
With
yourself
actual
with, you
juice.
know,
An egg white.
yeah, egg white and your lemon juice and your
Yeah.
simple syrup and
Don't just dump in amaretto.
and made your own, you know, kind of combination there, I think you could probably get it to balance out pretty well. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean-
the frothiness of the egg white could potentially lead to some of these kind of estery notes that are in it to come up.
Yeah, I mean, a whiskey sour from Fox Garden, absolutely. A whiskey sour from Applebee's, probably
no.
not.
no.
Well,
probably
it just
not gonna roll,
it just made me think of the whiskey sour at Jake's,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then it would just make that fruit note just punch twice as hard.
And I know Liesel had their amaretto sour, which is still probably the best amaretto sour I've ever tasted. Lisa had one and she loved it, and I
Yeah.
knew Liesel would too.
Yeah, she
Where
did.
was this at?
Jake's down in
Jake's Cigar in
Lexington.
Oh,
Lexington.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They make some really good cocktails there, and they have a really good whiskey selection too.
Yeah.
I will say I don't mind this as a sipping whiskey. I kind of feel like there's like two different kind of ways I want to sit around a fire or something and have sipping whiskey. One is one that I'm going to sip very lightly. You know, it's going to take me 30 minutes or more to get through a glass because I'm drinking a barrel proof something. I'm smoking a cigar, lots of conversation. And then sometimes I'm having a party night where it's like, yeah, we've already, you know, kind of got the party rolling and I want to be able to sit there and have some drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being an 80 proofer, it's something I'm kind of
This one's crushable.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
kinda
like
look at it
cold.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's cooling, but it's
It
not like a
is.
menthol cool.
no.
It's
no.
just
It does. You're right. On the palate, your palate.
Yeah,
was
that's
so,
what,
it's like,
so
that's
weird.
what kind
It's
of
like
got me on the
after
nose when I
chewing
said it's
gum.
almost like a Sprite, where
Yeah,
you get that little bit
effervescent
of
kinda-
refreshing kind of cooling
And
sensation.
I think we've all said this too, which is kind of funny because we do love high proof stuff. We really do. But I think we've all been thinking about, you know, what are some lower proof options? And there's been some really good ones coming out. This one I think is really good. Gypsy, the 86 proof tribute,
Yeah.
has been selling like crazy. People have been drinking that. It tastes way better than what a lot of the 80 proofers do.
Stone
So-
Street, you were
Stone
talking about
Street's
earlier?
great. Yeah.
Great flavor
yeah.
on it, yeah.
So I mean,
Hey,
it's nice to see some good ones coming out.
Next time we do, anybody's going to bring a cognac finish, let me know. I got a bottle of the Kirkland brand XO because I like a little cognac every now and
I
then.
do too.
yeah.
And it was, I don't know, I think it was $50, something like that,
Yeah.
which is a pretty good price for a cognac.
Not bad at all.
And it's actually really, really nice.
Comes in a
not-
10-gallon bottle.
It's not. It's actually a weird, like it's really, really wide. It's super skinny.
Like a Woodford
and
bottle, or?
no, like even wider and shorter. It's yeah, it's a very odd bottle.
And Kirkland's a
Crown
Costco
Royal?
brand, right?
Yeah.
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 So I don't know exactly where that's coming from.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know,
not sure either.
Which distillery in Cognac, France, but it's really, really good, and I thought it'd be a fun experiment to have a little cognac and then go to a barrel
finish,
proof
yeah.
cognac
Finish.
Honestly, I would like that because we had some cognacs up there, the Kelt brand, which the Kelt cast strength cognac
Oh, yeah,
was
that's-
delicious.
it's
The
really
regular
good.
Kelt was great too, and it just took forever to sell. So it'd be kind of fun because I've noticed a lot of people have been coming in and starting to drink more Scotch. I mean, I had 5 or 6 bottles up there last week, and we sold through 2 of them already. And
Oh, wow.
it's like, so people are starting to drink Scotch again. I'd love to get some people in on some cognac as well.
Yeah, and there's lots of good cognacs out there without being too
Yeah.
aggressively priced.
Well, I mean, the regular Kelt release is actually a pretty good price, and it's really good, but the cast drink's a little pricey.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, if you're going to come out and get a $30, $40 pour of something really good, well, that's a good one to try.
Hey, I miss the days of Remy XO being $135 a bottle. It's like
Yeah.
$200 now.
Yeah.
And I used to keep that on my shelf all the time. It was great after, you know, cooking a really good meal and having friends over and pour a little bit of that with dessert. Always
Yeah.
fantastic. But it's gotten pricey.
Yeah.
Will, can you get this? Can you get this at the store, or you have to pick it up?
The Weldon Mills?
The Weldon Mills, yes.
Yeah, they don't distribute it into Indiana. I made the mistake of buying it online thinking they ship here, and then they were like, oh, you can pick it up at our gift shop tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm in Indiana. Can you just hold it for me and I'll be there in 2 months?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So,
I've had a few of those where like won a free bottle on a raffle or
I'm-
something.
yeah,
They're like,
I'm-
you got to come here, and it's in like North Carolina.
I'm going to North Carolina in a couple weeks. So if you like one, I can stop and pick one.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
It is really good.
And that's the thing. When you're out traveling, find a small local distillery and try it, because you may find a new gem that no one's ever heard of. And let us know if you have, because I would love to, we always are trying to find something new to try.
And so that's what I did on that last trip we just did down to Kentucky and stuff. Is I hit a whole bunch of places I'd never even been before, just to try different stuff. So
Well, that's what was shocking to me, that tiny little distillery over in Ohio that's between here and Columbus called Indian Creek. I went in there and I tried their stuff. It's delicious, but they could never make enough to even sell their customers. I mean, it's a tiny little still, but I got a bottle. I think you guys all tried it on the show. It was really delicious.
Well, and the reason I really wanted to bring this on was just to kind of showcase what good corn whiskey can taste like. And no shot at mellow corn, but like when we think of corn whiskey, that's kind of the first thing everybody thinks of around here is mellow corn, because there's not a lot of corn whiskey, right? So I think there's more expression with this one, and I think it's a very solid whiskey. So
I agree.
And mellow corn is Heaven Hill.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm learning.
I mean, what is it? Two
here's
years
your gold
or
star.
whatever. It's a cheap bottle.
Yeah.
And where
It's
does
made to
Mellow?
be a cheap
Where does
bottle.
Heaven Hill come from?
Heaven Hill is in the Bardstown area.
Good job.
Where we're at, and they
You're
have-
getting there.
They have 10 different. I didn't realize that they had there was 10 different. They had the
Brickhouse
barrel caps
locations.
and stuff on the wall there.
Yeah, a lot of brands.
Yeah,
Well,
a lot of
they have
brands that
they have
yeah.
expressions in every category now.
All right, so we're gonna pound you with trivia right now. So, but where did Heaven Hill Distillery get its name from? Heaven Hill.
Okay, it's it was an old guy.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
getting well. That's an easy out on bourbon.
So what was it-
everyone's
what was
named
his
after an
name?
old guy?
What was his name?
Oh gosh, I just remember I read more about the Five Brothers.
There's
Yeah,
two.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
two of us sitting here on the podcast right now with his
Yeah.
first name.
What's his
Oh,
name?
is this Will Hill?
William Heaven Hill.
William Heaven Hill.
And the funny thing
okay.
is,
Willie H.
when Heaven Hill bought the distillery from William Heaven Hill, they applied for the license, and they applied for it as Heaven Hill, one word, and it came back as Heaven Hill. And they're like, "That's fine, we'll keep it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Too expensive to
So
change.
his real
Yep.
name is Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill.
Heaven
one
Hill.
word.
But it's not okay. That's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
So they do have a release every year, the William Heaven Hill release, which special releases on the green bottle usually, and that has a tribute back to him. So we've had those on the show a couple times, but I'll make sure you get try that too.
So good.
Very good.
I just lost thought because I was too busy with pimento cheese balls. Yeah,
Oh,
so-
dude, if you go down to Heaven Hill, go to the experience, go to the restaurant.
Yep.
Those pimento cheese balls and that sauce that they have on there is just absolutely gold.
I'm getting ready to make something with my sauce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
Alright.
eating a lot of ours.
Yeah.
I need more whiskey. Where are we going?
Oh yeah,
with
let's go next.
Yeah.
Well, let's hold on to this one for last. It's probably the highest proof. So you want to pick one of the two from?
So why don't we try the Eleanor, since we don't
Okay.
you don't like the other one.
Well, I don't know. We'll try it again. It's Amberana, but
Ugh.
I know.
we
I know.
tasted it.
I remember trying it down there, and I wasn't a fan.
You and I and Tam and
Yeah.
Chloe tasted
Yeah, I
it. and
tasted
stuff,
it,
and
yeah.
I think it's one of those things. I'd be interested to see because you didn't really hate it in
No,
a sense. But
I don't. Like I said, I don't have a hate for Amberana the way Rob does, but it's not necessarily my favorite either. You know?
Why would you think that, Will?
It's maybe just the eye roll every time the word Amberana
Yeah.
comes up.
Yeah.
His left eye starts twitching. He's,
so the Eleanor, when I was down there at Crowded Barrel, the Eleanor is kind of like their signature.
Yeah, this is their first distilled product they
Yes,
made.
the Eleanor.
Yeah.
So they were up to Eleanor 19. This is Eleanor 11. They found an extra case, like stashed in the back, and so they brought it out for sale. And he goes like, "Hey, you have the 11, which was voted, I think, one of their tops
Yeah.
of the Eleanor." So
They've won a
He's
lot
like-
of awards down in Texas.
yes.
somebody new's here. We can finally sell one of these bottles.
They're like, "Sucker."
I don't have the cork. I don't know. Where
Don't slide it like I did.
Yeah.
Slide right off the end of the table there.
Yeah, so these guys, it's Crowded Barrel down in Austin, Texas. These are the first and I think only, well, unless maybe Bourbon Pursuit did the same thing. They're the only crowdsourced distillery in the world. So literally their whiskey channel, Whiskey Tribe, is actually a massive bourbon channel. They do reviews on everything. and they actually was able to source money from all their Patreon people and started the distillery that way. Beautiful property.
Hint, hint.
Great little bar. Yeah, hint, hint.
Look, I'm working on it.
They have a training program where you can go down there and become a master or a whiskey sommelier.
Yeah.
And the training it's a tower. They call it the Wizard Academy. Absolutely beautiful. It's got the history. I know you couldn't see
It was locked up.
but they got like a museum, the first couple levels. You have the classroom where they do that, and then above that is where they do the recordings, which has got like thousands and thousands of bottles throughout there, everything they've tried on the show. And usually people send them for him to try, and they'll talk about them or review them on the show. It's just a massive, massive room, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. So shout out to
And they're good
Logan
people.
and Brianna,
Yeah.
Brianna and stuff. You know, they treated me very well when I was there. I had 7 different tastings in a 30-minute span, and so you can see I was feeling pretty good, you know, at it. And so like after I bought my bottle, I sat there and said, "Hey, do you mind if I just sit outside and smoke a cigar?"
You got a cot in the back.
And so I knew it was gonna take me an hour and a half, and I said, "You got some water?" And stuff. But they were so kind to me. They were like, "You got to try this. Oh, you got to try that." But
Well, and Rex and Daniel, the ones that started it, they actually are both cigar guys too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun because they'll go out and smoke a cigar and think about their bourbons as well. And I know those guys, they work a lot with Iron Root and with Balcones as well. So they've kind of got a good collaboration between the different distilleries in Texas doing a lot of stuff together too. So
yeah, one of the guys, I think the owner, the longer hair guy,
Daniel.
Daniel, he is an actual local guy. He went to Ball State and then he went to Taylor University as well. So he was talking to me about that. So like I said, when I went to Ball State, we talked about that aspect. So I didn't know they were, like I said, local Indiana guys.
yeah, I don't know about Rex. I'm like,
Yeah, I think
no,
Dan-
I'm sorry. No, Rex is who
Rex,
you're talking
yeah.
about. Rex
This
is a
is-
taller guy.
This is a very interesting pairing because it totally, I think the cigars making this bourbon taste a lot different than probably it would taste without the cigar.
Spice all came back too.
Spice
Yeah.
level came back.
Yep, 100%.
I'm pulling some like licorice notes and some citrus too, which is kind of weird. And Scott, you talk about this all the time. Kind of the fourth element of cigar smoking is how does the cigar smell when it's actually burning? And now there's this like I'm just smelling the cigars burning around us. I get like hickory campfire kind of thing going on, but the taste, chocolate graham crackers to me,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's really a lot of cool things going on, a lot of flavors.
Yeah.
like, a lot of different flavors.
I like this. I think the one I can't remember which release I tried. It was one of the first 2 or 3 I tried. They've gotten better even on it. So I like this.
It does drink the proof. I'm assuming
It
this
does.
is 115 or what? I'm guessing. I don't know.
I'm not really sure, but it does taste a little hot
Yeah.
and stuff. You know, for a little hotter than obviously the 80.
Well,
I would've
yeah.
thought
Can you see it, Will?
110,
Where you're
but-
at?
Well, right there.
I can't see.
Oh,
it.
don't worry about it. It's fine. I just didn't know if you could see.
It drinks over 110 to me, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I was gonna say about 110, maybe a little higher.
117.8.
117.
Oh,
Close.
there you
So
go.
117.
Well,
Yeah, I said
Master of Bourbon
115.
gets it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to be within 2 points or it doesn't count.
Yeah, always. Exactly.
But yeah, definitely jump up from the, you know, Weldon Mills and stuff to this as far
Oh,
as
yeah, yeah.
Proof wise
yeah.
for sure. I mean, you're jumping.
That's why I'm like, we got to
37
taste that first or we'll never pull a note out.
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, man, 117. That actually kind of surprises me. I wonder if the cigar to me is taming it down just a little bit on
Definitely
on
the
palate.
combination is really increased.
I don't know,
the
man. I feel it on my
strength of
tongue
the
quite a
spice.
bit.
Yeah, I thought it was when I feel it on my tongue. It's that hard challenge of, am I getting some spice notes or am I getting ethanol?
Well, you know, like Mike, you'll call these notes when you say it's vinegar-like, but it obviously
Yeah.
doesn't taste
Yeah.
like vinegar.
Right.
But there's an acidic note to
Yeah,
it.
it's weird.
It's. I mean, I'm getting that on this. Like, you know.
Like salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah. That's
Drying,
all-
but makes your mouth water at the
Yeah.
same time. But it doesn't taste like vinegar.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and that's a good call. This is actually more mouth-watering.
Yeah.
Good pick, bud.
Yeah,
That's
solid.
good.
And you said they're out of Texas?
Yeah.
Austin, Texas.
Out of Austin. Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's weird, like, you know, going from a Heaven Hill like we did. You see all these big, gigantic rick houses, and everything looks like just massive. It's weird going down in Austin because it's not like that. And you said a lot of them might be underground.
Well, I don't know
But
if they're
it-
fully underground,
Yeah,
but I know
but-
like Garrison Brothers does some. Oh, not Garrison, but Balcones does some stuff underground.
They're all in the middle of nowhere, and it's just like little buildings attached, like a little compound.
Yeah.
Is that where
And
they have the Bastards Ball?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I went down to it.
So
yeah.
what? Can you want to just talk quickly about what that is?
Yeah.
Or-
So the Bastards Ball really started from they have a little skit on their show. They 15, 20 different distilleries. Starlight was supposed to be there the year we were there. They didn't end up coming, but they had all the Texas distilleries and some other ones around the region. And you just go down there and do tastings and hang out with people, and they do tours, and it's a lot of fun. When they bring people in for the class, basically when you come and you go through the class, you have a ticket to go into that magic room and try anything on the shelf anytime you're there. So it's kind of a fun way to learn that. But they have that, like you said, compound. So all those little buildings down there are rooms that when you come to the class, it's part of your ticket. You have a room to stay. So it's really kind of a cool thing they're doing down there. Something unique for sure.
Very cool.
All right, well, Mike
Keep
knows
going. Sorry.
all the details here. He's trying to figure out our new platform. So
YouTube's still running. That's my bad.
YouTube's still running, but we ended on Facebook.
Oh, it's not working? Okay.
It's coming back.
It's coming back.
We'll
We're
get
also
there.
half screen too.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
Mike's just having too much fun over there trying to play with all his new toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
This is a long smoke.
Almost every single episode
It's
this
going
year,
well.
we've had some kind of new equipment. So
Yeah,
We've kind of-
2026, the year of transition for sure.
yeah.
All right. Let's talk sports for a minute. What do we
Oh,
think?
why don't we get to a commercial?
Commercial,
Can
yeah.
you do a commercial?
I don't know. Maybe
He's not 100% sure.
we can. How about
We'll do a commercial break. and
how
then we'll
about
come
this
back
one?
with some sports.
Third Cigar is Indiana's exclusive Aladino Cigar Lounge. Come to Final Third for a selection of over 20 different Aladino cigars, including the Cameroon, a wonderful cigar with nice light flavors. Make sure and visit Final Third, the Aladino exclusive cigar lounge for Indiana.
Well, thanks to our friends at Aladino.
Thank you, Aladino.
Speaking of Aladino, we'll be having them out here on Derby Day, May 3rd. And we'll be doing an Aladino event that day and watching horse racing all day. So it's going to be a good day.
Is that the white?
No, that's
No,
McAuliffe.
that's McAuliffe.
can't say what?
Good try.
Yeah.
Good try.
Sorry.
McAuliffe event's April 9th. The white release party.
April 9th, that's it.
I
Yes.
should have some whites in here any moment. They shipped last Monday. I'm not sure why they're not here yet, but we should have some whites on the shelf here soon too.
Dude,
Dude,
I forget what day it was. The UPS truck backed up to the front door, and we're like, "Oh, it must be a big delivery." And I forget who was sitting next to me, and they go, "Oh, maybe it's the whites."
Yeah, yeah. I was hoping they'd be here, but I'll probably get them tomorrow. So I'll be in here tomorrow. To
I know
get 'em.
they've had some launch parties because I follow Lauren just for business purposes, and so I just noticed that they're having a lot of like white launches.
Yeah, they are. It's going to be a good addition to their line because it's probably going to be the same strength level as the blue, but it's going to have. And honestly, it's not. I don't think it. Yeah, it is Connecticut. My bad. It's going to be their first Connecticut cigar that way. So it's going to be a milder cigar, creamier cigar, probably for someone that wants to smoke something lighter or have one in the morning, something like that. I've smoked a few. I still have, when we do the show leading up to that, I still have some for us to smoke on the show.
Great.
So that'll be good for us to talk about those at that time.
All
We'll
right.
see if we can get Jeremy over here for that show, but I don't know if he'll want to come over 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Well, before we start talking about all the other sports that are not as exciting, let's talk about football real quick.
What's that?
Colts.
off-season.
Colts are.
Yeah, no one
God.
What's going on with the Colts, right? They traded away Zaire Franklin to Green Bay
Yep.
and picked up one of their DLs, their defensive lineman, younger guy that just finally started this year. Trying to remember his name. I put it in the notes, but
Which is good. I've said this. Grover Stewart's not getting younger. Buckner's not getting any younger. They're in their maybe a little past their prime, but they don't have any D-line backups. And
you gotta have
you gotta have
depth.
beef on that front line and stuff anymore. I mean, look at like Philadelphia; they're always good because, like I said, look at their tackles. I mean, they're 330.
Yeah.
They're just so it stops the run. I don't know the Colts that listen to this. Zaire Franklin to me is a guy who can't cover. Like I said, I don't think he's good in coverage.
And
so
I feel like he lost a step last season.
Yeah.
Like,
he makes a lot of tackles, but it's usually down the field and stuff because he has to make the tackles.
Yeah.
But at the same time, is like he can't cover, and so I think that's a huge aspect of when you got the tight end going over the middle or something like that. He's horrible.
yeah. And they placed the transition tag on our quarterback.
Yeah.
So like, I don't
I
understand
don't get that.
why they didn't just franchise tag him instead of put in the transition tag on him, because he can now go out and try to get more, and they'll have to match that. So
Pierce's didn't get franchise tag.
I hope.
You can't use a franchise tag and a transition tag in the same year, so you have to use one or the other.
That's a question
So-
too. Can you only franchise one player?
You can only franchise one player, but
Okay.
you can't use a transition and a franchise in the same year. So there's a reason why they didn't franchise tag Pierce. To me, if you take a look, I looked at a stat earlier. If you take a look at the top receivers, the top paid receivers, the top 8 paid receivers in the NFL, only 2 of the teams made the playoffs this past year. So paying $30 million and above for a receiver in the NFL doesn't guarantee you a playoff spot.
No.
And so to me, I think, even though I think Ballard should have been gone a long time ago, it's smart not to pay a guy $30 million after he had a decent year. He only had like 50 catches, like 47 or 50 catches. He's a great deep ball guy, but do you pay $30 million for a deep ball guy?
Right.
That's the thing. It's like, he's not the guy who's running the best routes, the possession. For someone that's getting like 90 to 100 catches a year, okay, maybe, but not 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to leave. I mean,
Yeah.
he'll probably go. I've heard San Francisco really looking at him.
Buffalo is
Yeah.
looking at him, so he's gonna get paid, but it's a Colts. I have no idea what they're doing.
And I keep hearing Kyler Murray's name come up
Oh, jeez.
constantly.
Boo. Yeah, please don't. We don't need him.
So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. It doesn't make sense to me. He's not going to want to play backup.
No,
Not at all. So,
I mean he's good. Like he drops off when a new Call of Duty comes out. Like
Well,
he's a big
he's-
gamer, and they say like when a new video games like Call of Duty comes out, he plays all the time, and he just dips.
and he stays injured all the time.
yeah,
Just wait for that GTA 6.
So,
It's only been coming out for 4 years.
yeah.
anyway, Mike, any Pacers news you got?
Oh, let's see. Well, Obi Toppin came back last week, so he's playing again. So that's
Okay.
cool. He's on minute restriction, obviously. I think last week we talked about Quentin Jackson getting signed to his full guaranteed 3-year deal, which brings in Jalen Slauson for a 2-way with the Boom and the Pacers. Subsequently with that, the Boom brought in, God, who was that guy? There was 2 of them. Keon Brooks Jr. Took him from the Pelicans affiliate, the Squadron. And then we got Dakota Mathias back from, I think he was playing overseas, but he was on the Mad Ants last year before they rebranded.
Dakota Mathias was a Purdue guy.
He was a Purdue
Purdue
guy,
guy.
yeah.
He is
Keon Brooks
third-
was a Fort Wayne guy.
Fort Wayne, Kentucky guy. Dakota
then
Mathias
Kentucky.
is 3rd in Purdue history on
Yep.
3-pointers.
Yep.
So
Yeah, so
Pretty good.
two good adds to the Boom. Combined between both of them, put up 85 points the other day.
and still lost.
And lost by 21.
Yeah, nice.
Which is insane. Pacers stuff, not much. I mean, Obi's back. That's cool. Everyone else is nursing their own injuries. Obviously, Furphy's out.
Which is, you think
you know.
about the NBA right now, like Jason Tatum had the same Achilles injury as Halliburton.
Right.
Maybe a few weeks before. I think he had his in the
Yeah,
he was in the
so
playoffs. wasn't
Jason
the
Tatum
finals.
was a month and a half before Tyrese
Yeah.
tore his.
And Jason Tatum came back the other day, put up a double-double.
Yeah. And so here's a big factor of that, too, is that Jason Tatum had surgery the
12
next day.
12
Yeah.
hours
Yeah.
after.
And it was like 4 days. for-
Tyrese was not,
Yeah,
this was
4 or
like
5
3 or
days.
4 days later. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that has something to do with it, unless he just exploded his, like, I mean, they can all be different. Like, you never the same tear, but
Right.
so we'll
Well,
see.
and that was a
But
double
Yeah.
tear for him
I
because he already
mean,
had an injury. And then
Tyrese
tore
is
it.
doing contact, practices. So,
At this point, why bring him back?
No.
oh yeah,
No
he's not-
way.
no,
No.
yeah,
you
there's
want the
no way.
season to tank at this
Yeah,
point.
I mean the Celtics are like 3rd right now, so I mean
Yeah.
Second.
2nd, yeah, so they're doing good.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean nothing super crazy. Big Ten women's at Gainbridge this week. I did some of that.
Yeah.
Today's the championship. I don't know who's there.
Iowa, UCLA.
There you go.
I don't
That's
know.
it.
I only saw it because it was on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ACC
That's
right
it.
now is U of L women and Duke.
Yeah, they're on right now.
Yep, Louisville will find a way to lose.
our poor Hoosiers are basketball.
Oh, they're terrible.
They're terrible.
I mean,
Yeah.
thank God for
Purdue fell down yesterday
football.
too, unfortunately.
Yeah. Who would have ever thought?
Whoever
But thank
thought that
God
at this
football.
point, like I don't really care. I mean, I grew up a big. That's what we did as a family. Sit around the TV, watch the Mop Lady come out, Chuck Marlowe, and all this, John Laskowski, and then you watch IU basketball.
Yeah.
And then you sit there now. It's like I don't even. It's like it's horrible.
It's almost hard to watch a lot of college
terrible.
basketball right
Terrible,
now.
man.
I mean, it's
Terrible.
becoming almost like the NBA where the players are. I mean, they're separating out the players to be the stars. And they're doing all the work.
Yeah.
It's like it's starting to feel like NBA a little bit more.
Now, it would be interesting to see if the Pacers get the very first pick. Do they go after Darren Peterson from Kansas, who only has played half the season because he puts himself on minutes restriction?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Do you want a
he's-
guy that wants to go?
He's
You're
quoted
doubling up.
as the number one pick,
I know.
but here's a guy already in college that is minute restricting himself.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I don't want to play, coach.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Richardson's
All right,
been
Anthony
here. We don't want
Richardson.
another one.
I'm sorry, but I'm taking the guy who played 3 sports, who played,
Yeah.
did all kinds of stuff, was always out there working all the time.
He's
That's
got
the person I
stamina
want.
and work ethic, man.
That's it.
Yep.
I'd rather have somebody like that all day long than somebody that's got the supposed talent and then
Yeah.
is restricting the number of pitches that they throw or the amount of minutes that they play.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, no, sorry, but I get it. You're prepping for a job. Guess what? There's been lots of guys who have played tons and tons of sports and have come out and played for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
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 And if you want to restrict your minutes, just go play for the Lakers. They're good at that.
There
So it's
you go.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I say, it's so weird watching the game. He hit the Darren Peterson guy, hits a 3-pointer, turns immediately to the coach, and taps himself out. So it's
You're
like
hot, man. Why would you want to
it's
come out?
like, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeez.
And
Well,
it wasn't a blowout. It was really in a tight game.
tight game. Jeez. Well, last night the Fuel got a good win.
They did
So it's
overtime.
good to see them
which,
get a win.
You know, they've been pretty bad on special teams all season. So
Yeah, and
Re-
for
they
them to
had-
be where they're at right now, I mean, they're solidly in the playoffs right now.
yeah, they are.
The Fuel are?
Yeah,
They are.
What
They
the-
started off really, really bad, and they've taken it on now. And they're actually doing pretty well right now.
Yeah, they've really.
Now I
come
will
on
say
strong.
the rest of the league has not been blowing anything up this year either.
No,
But
it's
they're doing
definitely
well.
more of a balanced year this year.
Yep.
Drop it.
No major.
Drop it.
Oh, that's so they started that.
Not the topic. It's a joke about the refs.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny that there's now like this universal thing when you're getting fed up with delays in a game.
I do it at work.
Yeah, people yell, "Drop the puck." You can be at a basketball game.
Waiting to
Drop
toss
the
the
ball.
ball for
Yeah,
the
it's
tip.
like drop the puck. Like that's become the universal. Let's get this game going kind of thing, no matter what the sport is. So now at the Fuel games, they've got a sound bite when the ref is just standing there. It goes, drop it, and then when he does drop it, it goes, good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. Yeah.
And Will, I mean, obviously a hockey enthusiast as you are,
Yes,
you knew
yes.
that already.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Oh,
yeah.
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 I'm always on the cusp of great hockey.
Good. Well, that's another one too. Colorado goes out and has a blockbuster trade this year. They already have a great team. They go out and trade for Kazim Nadri. Nazem Kadri.
It's close.
Dude came. He was one of the studs for the 22 Cup team. They got him back. I'm like, shit. They're putting together a hell of a team right now. Now we got to bring another guy in and get him in the lineup there. But
Got to have veterans.
it's going to be good.
Like,
Yeah.
overall, since we're now second, third, again, final third, thoughts with the cigar?
It's been solid.
Solid cigar?
Yeah.
Absolutely solid.
Mine went from a flavor bomb to an actual bomb.
Yours broke apart. a
Oh,
little bit.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
There was
having-
a
Mine's
there was
still
a big
doing good.
vein right down the side of it, and as soon as the heat got to it, it goes.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it's
I had same thing. Slight construction.
it's still
slight
smoking
burn.
fine.
mine was pretty good. I mean, construction wise and all, but it tastes good.
Yeah, and I know he wants to, maybe make some cigars for you.
I'm gonna reach
Specific-
out to him
yeah,
this week. I finally got past
specifically
last
for-
week. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
say
final
even
third.
with it slightly coming apart at the end, I left my band on because sometimes that happens, and the band will help keep it together.
Is this your all's first
It's
cigar? or
still
something?
smoking
Yeah.
fine.
See, mine's doing
Mine's,
perfect.
yeah, mine's great.
My
Yeah,
band
mine's
actually
smoking
came
great.
off inside the cellophane.
Did you cut both ends?
It was so perfect, just slide right off.
Yeah.
I think it became a little more earthy in the second,
did.
third.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need more whiskey because I'm not getting the spice I was
The
getting a minute
pepper.
ago.
Oh, you're about to get everything you want and more.
Yeah, you get down another half inch, it ramps. It just almost brought a tear in my eye on that
Oh,
last retro.
I was talking about the next pour.
The Amberana.
Oh, there you go.
Go ahead,
Is that the
Alan.
J Matt?
No, the Amberana
Oh,
crap.
you can get the.
Uh,
I mean, Will did change my mind on Amberana on one bottle. It was the RD1.
And I had to blind you on it.
I had
so you
no
wouldn't
idea it was
know.
Amberana
Yeah.
because it was so subtle, which was nice.
Yeah. While we're pouring this, just want to talk a little whiskey news that I
Yeah.
thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Sazerac Company, owner of Buffalo Trace, has acquired over $26 million in debt from Girard County Distilling Company. So through the entity Tom Collins Distilling LLC. So Sazerac's taken over the loans from Truist Bank for the Girard County Distilling Company that's in receivership now, which signals they're going to buy this out. And they have a hearing in March to finalize the deal. But what gets me on this, all right, Girard County Distilling Company has a capability of producing 8.5 million proof gallons, or approximately 150,000 barrels a year. They have a 45-foot tall, 36-inch diameter column, and they've got 18 20,000-gallon fermenters, okay? So you're telling me when other places are halting production or slowing production, Sazerac's like, hey,
Like we need more.
put the pedal to the freaking metal.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
I'm
a
just,
lot of distilling capability.
I mean, I don't know, man. It just kind of goes against what's been the trend so far this year.
well, so what they're doing is they're going to buy that. They're going to have all this extra space, and then they're going to buy out the debt for what's the one that just went under for $100 million?
Uncle Nearest?
Under
Oh,
Uncle
Nearest.
Nearest, and they're
Yeah.
going to move them to Kentucky. They're not really going to do that, but
Honestly, no, Uncle Nearest is gonna.
That's gonna be
If
years.
someone does buy that, they're gonna buy it for pennies on the
Yeah.
dollar, and they're still gonna be in millions of dollars of debt.
they're going to call it Uncle Forest.
It's gonna be something.
I mean,
Okay,
I don't know
Nearest is
who
pretty
else
much
would buy it
done.
except Brown Foreman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're gonna buy it for almost nothing. They're definitely not gonna get out of debt, and it may not matter because I think she's gonna go to prison anyway. So
Shoot, I could buy it for nothing.
that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
My prediction is Brown
have
Foreman will
nothing.
buy it.
Yeah,
I can buy it.
I also have
Yeah.
nothing.
All right.
So this
Amberana.
is called their Snake Wood,
Yeah. I got my big pour.
and it's it's 110 proof, so 55% alcohol. So yeah, it's called Snake Wood.
I mean, it definitely smells like Amberana.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not over aggressively.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not like
I was
Starlight Amberana.
I was expecting it to be punchier, but it's not.
You still get that though.
Yeah, I still know it's there.
It tastes like an entire pack of Trident cinnamon gum.
So when I had it down there, even Brianna talked about it. I said it tastes like there's a hint of cinnamon apple pie in it. It's for me. That's what I tasted in it, and she said that's what it was designed to kind of
Yeah,
taste
it's
like.
kind of Dutch apple pie.
Yeah, like a Dutch apple pie with some cinnamon in it and stuff. And she said it would be Rob's favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, I kind of want to just take it and pour it over vanilla ice cream.
Well,
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
little
Like,
flambe.
I got this based on I didn't look at it as, hey, this is something that the guys would like just sipping on by itself. I was more curious of what you could put with it and stuff to make it. I looked at it as more
Honestly,
of a
this
combination.
would almost be a good addition in small amounts to a creamered coffee
Could be. I could see
It-
to
some
give
sort
that
of.
cinnamony kind of.
It could make a good old fashioned, honestly.
A
The
Christmas
bitters are gonna
old
knock it
fashioned.
down there. Yeah, Christmas old fashioned, exactly.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say, I wonder if the citrus would kind of play weird with
But
it.
I'm thinking more the aromatic bitters would
Bitters,
maybe
yeah.
play nice with the Amberana and knock down some of the Amberana.
See, I'm not a big amaretto sour guy because they tend to be just a little sweet.
They're very
They
sweet.
tend to lack, alcohol content. Just in general, I like ethanol, components to my drinks.
Yeah.
But I could see doing like a 50-50 amaretto this and sour.
Okay.
Yeah. I just think it would go well with that amaretto flavor.
Good, yeah.
So educate me here, Rob. What, you say like an Amberana. What is it specifically about it? Am I saying correct?
Amberana, yeah.
Amberana.
What specifically about Amberana that people is turned off? Either they like it. That's what I'm hearing. They either they love it or they hate it.
Yeah.
It's the cilantro bourbon.
It's very exactly, yeah. It's Amberana is Brazilian wood that's actually endangered wood, so I'm not even sure how people are still using it, but they are. But it's usually used for, is it cachaça?
Cachaza.
Cachaça. So it's a South American alcohol that they
Brazilian rum. Yeah.
Brazilian rum. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's so they use that for that mostly, and that imparts the flavor to you on that. I've had some cachaça that actually was not bad. It worked with that type of alcohol. With the whiskey, I think it pulls out way too much, especially if you leave it in the barrel too long.
Yeah.
I think it pulls way too much of that barrel out. And usually they're getting barrels that are already used, so they're probably a little bit damp anyway. Starlight, they'll put theirs in the barrel, and they might have some in there for over a year, and it's just overwhelming to me. But I think it's just a flavor. Some people call it cinnamon toast crunch, but it's like, I don't know. It's just it's not my jam.
It's one of those things we've talked about before where a little goes a long way.
Yeah.
It almost seems like if you just do like a stave chain or a little bit of stave and just leave it in there for a short amount of time just to add that little bit of a hint,
Yeah.
it does a lot. But a lot of people that do like the cigar batch stuff just think that that's like a requirement, that needs to be in there.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say it's overused, but I feel like
It's overused.
It's
What's that thing they burn, the sage? You should just take some Amberana and
Yeah.
just, when you're bottling, just
Well, that's why.
Wave it over the top.
Well, when we were down there with Alan Bishop, I mean, he literally had one of those chains in there, and he said this has been in there for what was it, like 20
24
hours?
hours.
24
Yeah.
hours.
I think it was
and it's like
chips.
it was
Yeah.
almost too much at that point. It was just
Yeah.
about right, and that was just a chain.
Yeah.
So I mean, a little bit of flavor is not
So-
bad.
I think what happens is you get finishes, right? You have these bourbons that are finished, and I never feel like the finishes eliminate the bourbon notes that are there. I feel like it adds or it supports, right?
Right.
But it
cigars
doesn't
turned
overrun.
into a bouquet.
Amberana, to me, I miss the bourbon. Like
It
to me,
overtakes it, yeah.
it just wipes it out, and I'm going, okay, well, if all I'm going to taste is the Amberana, and I'm really not getting any of the underlying bourbon notes, then is this
Yeah.
really bourbon? Is this what
And-
I want to drink?
And I'll take it a step further. My beef with Amberana finishes isn't the Amberana in the whiskey itself, it's the marketing of it.
Yeah.
So, like, for instance, with this bottle, they're not trying to make it a cigar batch. They don't call it cigar batch or cigar blend. It's just an Amberana finished whiskey, and that's cool. When you take Amberana and then you make it a cigar batch and you're calling it cigar batch, to the consumer, that should pair really well with a cigar.
Yeah.
They never do.
No.
They
No.
never pair well with a cigar, the ones that are marketed that way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's my problem with it. It's misleading, and it just doesn't work. Very rarely does it work with a cigar, right? In my opinion.
Well, and you've said this before, Will, that Nancy Fraley is the one that started the whole cigar batch with the Joseph Magnus. She doesn't use this, and she
Yeah.
is so
No.
mad that people
And it's
do
still a
use it.
phenomenal pairing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're using Armagnac, Cognac, and Sherry. It's like those are great pairings with a cigar. So when she did that, and then I started going Amberana, I mean, you even said she hates the fact that people are calling that cigar batch because it's not.
And I'm not mad about this. I mean, it's not overly aggressive. It's there, but I've had way more aggressive Amberana
yeah.
finishes
Oh,
than
yeah.
this. Again, it's how it's marketed to the consumer that I have a problem with, because
I agree.
it's people just see cigar batch on the shelf and they're like, oh, this is going to be great with a cigar. Yeah, if it's Amberana, steer clear of it.
And again,
Honestly, I wouldn't have minded this in the coffee we had.
might not be bad.
Guess what I just did?
Well, like I know Tam and Chloe had it with us, and they both liked it. It
Yeah.
probably maybe it fits their profile. So
Could be.
Tam just got herself a new bottle.
Did she? There you go. There you go.
I'll give that to Tam.
Well, I'm gonna try not to kill the feed again.
All right.
If you're watching on YouTube, not on Facebook anymore because I killed it, you can see what we were talking about. The RD1 uses this stave chain that's the Amberana that they stick in their barrels.
Yeah.
So it is cool. It's cool to see, but
Yeah.
like Will said, some of it's just too much.
But you can also do
it's
that
just
with
too
oak.
long. Yeah, which is what JMAT does when they, they'll just stick a stave in the barrel
Yeah.
and just put chunks in there, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too, like cigar batches. The one thing I know Will's talked about as well, Drew Black just created that Robusto blend that we have here at the bar. That is a true cigar batch because it tastes, it works with a cigar. And it's not any finishes. It's all just blended whiskeys. And he pulled the right whiskeys together to create a great profile with a cigar. And I like even more than the finishes to make a whiskey
Yeah.
for a cigar. So
And shout out to them for their event Friday for their opening of their tasting
Yeah.
room. That was awesome.
crushed it. He said he had a goal for the sales that day, and they doubled it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
great.
Good for him.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah. I had the Hazmat Legacy, and it was all it was expected to be. It was strong. It had a really
Haven't
good
had that one
balanced
yet.
flavor, though. It really surprised me. I was expecting it. It actually drank more like it was probably like a 130 to 135. It wasn't quite as harsh as I thought it would be, but the flavor profile on it was just rich. And you eat like a dark, rich chocolate cake.
Yeah.
You get that richness of all the chocolate, and you're like, okay, a little bit of this goes a long way. Same way with that Hazmat. It was great, and you wanted more, but you got to a point where like, this one Glen is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because it's so rich.
Well, and
that
that
it just-
bottle, that was his legacy bottle he
Yep.
put out for the grand opening. If you want one of those, you can only get that at the tasting room, and you probably need to get there quick because it may already be gone.
Well, I think they were only doing it as a raffle, and they were only giving away the right to purchase for 12 bottles, and
Okay.
the rest of it is just going to live there for
Okay.
shelf stock.
And they'll probably have it there where you can get pours.
Yeah.
You may not be able to buy a bottle then.
Yeah,
Okay. Gotcha.
I think the way it was set up was it was 12 bottles were going to be raffled off as a right to purchase, and then everything else was permanently just going to be for sale stock on the
There you go.
bar. So
Well, and then I'll give another shout out to Heaven Hill. When Alan and I were down there, Lindsay, our tour guide, she was phenomenal.
Oh, she was
did a great
fantastic.
job. We got to try some great stuff. I mean, they gave us a full pour of Unity on the bar there, which that's a special bottle. It was so good. But it was a really great tour. That new Springs distillery is absolutely beautiful. It's not even close to being ready, but it's
I mean,
already
that bar,
beautiful.
the bar inside.
The bar's
oh, my
gorgeous.
Gosh.
The bar reminds me of like a high-end hotel
Yes.
where you're walking down the stairs to get to it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So-
and that will be open to the public. Probably
Like, I
later
felt
this fall.
underdressed
I was
because I
gonna
didn't
say-
wear underwear.
Yeah.
just make sure that you can't just pull up there and go
can't.
in. You have to book a tour through the original location to go
Yeah.
to the other.
Yeah.
Don't
So-
just pull up out front and read the sign and be like, oh, well, that sucks.
We're a little skewed at this point since we did Amberana before this one. So I'm going to give out a wild nose on this one. Wild nose. Do you remember those little tiny screwdrivers that had the clear acrylic with the red
The
on
wax. Wax.
it? That were like Stanley,
oh.
that you found in like your grandfather's toolbox?
Yeah.
Remember what those smelled like?
Yeah, the toolbox. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It smells like an old.
It does.
It smells like a
Toolbox.
1963
It's like oil.
red
oil that's
toolbox.
In the toolbox.
Yeah.
You smell the oil. Yeah.
because we ruined our glasses with Amberana.
I-
That's what it reminds me
I
of.
barely put it. I washed it
That
out
big
really good.
metal red toolbox that your grandfather used to have in his
Dude,
garage.
you're not wrong. That's actually
Isn't that
really
weird?
good. Oh, it
That's
is.
I hope it doesn't
10W30
taste
and
like that.
WD-40 mixed together.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh
it is.
God.
Jackie Zakina would be so proud of you right now.
Yeah.
I know, right? I just brought
Reminds
back a
me.
memory. Look at that.
Toolbox.
Hopefully, it doesn't taste like that.
It doesn't.
I'm not
So-
saying I licked screwdrivers when I was a kid, but
He
But
just
you
smelled
did.
them.
Here we
you
are.
probably did.
I probably did.
can I smell your toolbox?
So, Will, this is the one that you and I got to try down at the distillery.
Yeah,
So-
this is kind of a special bottle for J. Mattingly. This is their very first release of their own distilled product. So this is a 2-year.
Oh, that's good.
2-year wheated bourbon, 66 corn, 24 wheat, and 10 malted
barley.
barley.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
let that
You know.
2-year-old note fool you because it's
I mean,
It does not
look at the
taste
color
too
on that.
Yeah.
That does not look like
It's
2 years
beautiful.
I've
Yeah.
seen some 4-year that didn't look like that.
at all. Exactly.
it
And
does,
it's got
in the
legs
sense
on
that like
glass. I mean,
it doesn't have, for it to be a 2-year wheated bourbon, it really drinks older to me.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't have the grassy, earthy notes that I normally get in a young whiskey, especially a young wheated bourbon. So for this to be 2 years, I don't know if they aged them in maybe smaller barrels. Maybe they did 10 or 15s on these. I don't know that. But these weren't even. They've already had one release of this, and they're holding back for a second release. So their master distiller Curtis can be in the gift shop and sign the bottles. But I get a very distinct note. I mean, Mike, you called it, but it's buttery, butter
Yeah.
popcorn, butterscotch, butter.
Soul butter.
oh yeah.
And that is
Better
congener
butter, better
in
butter.
fermentation, diacetyl, which is definitely there. It can be too much. It can overwhelm it. And if it goes the wrong way, you know, it's not butyric acid. Butyric acid is more cheesy,
Yeah.
honestly vomity, bad taste.
It gets that blue cheese feta kind
yeah,
of funk.
but this is not that. This is the more of the butter. This is diacetyl. Like,
You know what this actually
Yeah.
kind of almost makes my brain think? If they made Cracker Jack with movie theater butter popcorn. You get that little bit of a caramely sweet, almost a little nutty in the back with the hardcore butter movie theater popcorn.
yeah, it dances between this butterscotch, buttery
Yep.
popcorn note.
That's what
for me.
kind of makes me think about Cracker Jacks, but with movie
Yeah.
theater butter popcorn.
Alan, you've got this look on your face, like you.
Oh, it's hot.
He's red. Look at him.
Like I said, there was like I'm thinking like the cowboy warmed us up, like someone turned on the heat.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
this is
150 proof.
130.
No.
Oh, 100,
130.
Yeah, it's 130.
65.
oh 130.
Come on, old man.
I didn't have my glasses. Okay, so
Well, so we need to get a
For
little
Alan,
nip.
it tastes like
We,
150.
we need to get some nips of this so you can be warm tomorrow morning when we go golfing.
it's gonna be nice tomorrow.
Yeah, but
Hey,
it's
can
gonna be
you push
48
that
when we
time
get
back
there.
just a little bit? Because I'm hoping to get off early.
I wish I could. What time? I mean, I guess I can.
Well, we can talk about it later.
So 130 is still 130.
Yeah, I just, I'm very impressed. And you know, it takes some guts to release a 2-year product that, you know, but this is really good.
It's really good, yeah.
It especially takes
I'm
guts
happy.
to do it when your entire business model prior to this has been
Blending.
blending really
Yeah.
great barrels.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
you go, okay, we think we have a 2-year product that can stand up to what we've done with blends.
Not to pull away from the cigar we just had, but I just lit my red back up because that one literally bouqueted on me. And the sweet notes versus the pepper notes on this is an awesome pairing
Oh, nice.
between the McAuliffe Red and this.
So
This was
it
very
doesn't
nice with this
drown it
cigar still,
either
The
too.
spice
out?
level
No,
comes back
it-
on the
it-
cigar.
They
for
just
me.
go
does,
back
yeah,
and forth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spice level
Yeah.
comes back now.
Oh, it's
Yeah, and
Big
then on the
time
red,
pepper
it just
on this,
amped up
yeah.
even more. So
Yeah.
it's like it made the
I-
cigar just times 10.
I think I'm gonna be the outlier on this one. It's just a cigar. I'm not impressed. I'm not gonna knock on it. I don't think it's a bad cigar.
no.
I'm just not overly impressed with it.
Yeah.
I enjoy smoking it. I'm gonna finish it,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think I would go get this one again. I think it's
Reasonable.
It's just not for me.
I would say for me, like I think the reason why I actually enjoy it, like the price point was, like this was a $7.99 cigar.
Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
Well, it was
That's
there.
$7.99.
10.95 is the MSRP.
10.95 is the
yeah.
MSRP.
Jeez.
I got it for $7.99, and so I'm not mad about having like I've smoked
Right.
$7.99 cigars where
That's
like
a big cigar.
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and so like
Those were
the final
Toros, right?
third
Yeah.
I enjoy. I'm enjoying the final third, but like you said, it's compared to what we have some in the humidor right now and stuff. Does it stand out more than the others? Some of the other ones, probably not. But it's still.
But at that low price
at that
point.
low price point, I still think it's a good smoke.
I
And
think
you
it's-
talking
yeah, I
about
like
putting them
it.
into your breakfast rotation.
Yeah.
Correct.
I could see that
Correct.
too.
Yeah.
Look,
This would be a golf course cigar for me.
it's a great.
Yeah.
golf-
because I don't have to think about it.
correct.
That's
It's-
fair.
That's
I like that. Yeah. Okay.
That's what's always bothered me about smoking on the golf course.
Yeah.
Is I tend to have pretty good cigars.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
I don't
taking
want to be
58s
smoking
and
my,
11s,
Yeah, I
like-
don't want to smoke my 58 out on the golf course.
Yeah, and half
'cause
of
I
it
wanna
goes
be
to the
able
angel
sing.
share.
But the good thing about it, it's not huge, but there's some transition to it.
Yeah.
To me, and so I like that aspect for the price point and for the fact that it does have some transition and the final third picks up for me. Hey,
When I take
Yeah.
when I take a sip and then take some smoke off the cigar, I get creme brulee. Like
Oh, there you go.
it's really nice to be. Like,
Yeah, I feel like the caramel note really punches up with the cigar.
Yeah, see,
definitely.
I'm a little different. I actually really like this cigar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely medium, but that spice when you retrohale it makes it feel more full.
Yeah.
I like the way it's pairing with the different whiskeys we've had. I think I really like the way it works. I don't think it's like overwhelmingly complex, but I do like the way it
Well,
works.
we definitely
with
have to
the
take that into
pairings.
consideration too, because we started with a corn whiskey,
Right.
and then transitioned, off of that to like a 115, and now to a 130.
Right.
And so far, the cigar really hasn't, it hasn't been underwhelming
You
with
haven't
the
lost it.
pairings.
Yeah.
And I know,
It's-
like,
it's made a
you
difference
guys-
every
definitely
time.
You
Call
guys
this-
had some construction issues, but I didn't have. I mean, I haven't
Mine's
relit.
been-
I haven't
mine's
touched
been
it. Like,
perfect.
yeah.
I mean, I haven't had a
So,
problem. at
Well,
all,
mine
dude.
just
Not
mine
to
had
that.
a big vein in it, and as soon
Yeah.
as the heat got to it,
Yeah.
it opened up.
I had a big vein as well.
And I was
Caught
I
some
was kind of
weevils.
ashing all over myself, so I went ahead and put it down. But I could have smoked through that if I hadn't been distracted by
Well, and I
everything
would
else
also
going on.
say this: I know you always pull your bands right
Yeah.
away, and I never do until I get the burn close to the band.
kind of helps.
This is certainly a situation where I think I came out better than you.
Yeah.
Because the band is a stopping point. So if you start to see where that wrapper comes loose, and I had the same thing, I had a big vein on the outside.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because you get tons of flavor when you get that big
The vein,
vein there,
yeah.
right? It's going to add to the flavor
Trying
of the
to
cigar.
keep a straight face.
Every time he says
Grow
vein.
up.
Vein.
I'm sorry.
It was a big veiny cigar, all right? What do you want me to say?
I'm
It was-
sorry. I
Yeah,
can't-
this guy knows what I'm talking. He's laughing over there. Yeah. Okay, but seriously, the band in that case did me a favor, and I know
Yeah.
you always pull yours. So,
Yeah.
inspect your cigar. Take a look. If you see one of those, one of those large veins running through the edge, maybe make sure you leave your band on
Yeah,
because
I,
you might.
I pulled my band before I even
Yeah.
looked at the cigar.
And
So
there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, that's
part of
some
the leaf.
some
Yeah.
cigar rollers are gonna get rid of that vein, and they're gonna change or put that as a filler instead
But
of
sometimes
a
they don't have a
wrapper.
chance because if it's a wrapper leaf, you
Yeah.
have to use
That's all
that
you
for the
got.
wrapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of them are gonna have bigger veins than
but
others because it's
at
part of a
the
leaf.
same time, do you leave it because you know it's going to be a flavor bomb, or do you go ahead and just discard that and chop it up and maybe use it for filler in a different cigar or whatever? But
Pipe tobacco.
who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd almost assume just leave it and let that be,
AJ?
Flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, flavor.
So I'm
I
a
agree.
couple weeks behind because I've been out at work. I finally smoked the Tres Hermanos yesterday.
Oh yeah. What'd you think?
That one, that was killer.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That
That's
was
a great
amazing.
cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I just had it with coffee, but I mean, it was fantastic. I really like that one.
Yeah, that one I think it's so much better than their standard because it had age on it, right? It's like 6-7 years age on that, so it makes a difference.
It
It
does.
really does. Like
That was great.
Their
I
cigars
want more of
are
those.
usually pretty good right out of the box, but when you get one aged, they're really
they're
good.
special.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe that's maybe that note about looking at your cigar to determine when to pull the band, or I mean, I know you're
Yeah.
kind of odd man out on that and pulling your band
Rookie.
right away.
Idiot.
No, but I'm sure there's other people that pull the band right away.
Well, I
There's
mean,
nothing wrong
a lot
with
of
that.
times, especially if you get where you forget and you get sidetracked, you're talking, you're having a good time, and that ash gets really close to your band.
Yeah.
It's harder to pull it off because you have less to hold on to.
Correct.
And I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, I'm not going to mess with it later. I'm just going to pull it now.
But you also smoke a ton of McAuliffe, and those come off easy.
They do.
Yeah.
So if you have a brand like, again, I love
Or
Espinosa.
even the
If you buy
Espinosa, put it on the
They're
foot.
not good.
Yeah, on the foot. Yeah, I mean,
So-
it's hard
Yeah.
to take those off
So much glue.
early or late. I mean,
Yeah.
if you get it hot enough, yeah, that glue kind of gets warm. You can kind of pull it off easier. But sometimes those bands, especially if you smoke it down to the band and then you pull it off, it's going to be really hard to rip all the little
Yeah.
pieces off of it.
I finally had what was it? The ones that had the little fuse taped to the side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one. The
firecracker.
firecracker. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Me and Alan went golfing last week. I had one of those left, and I smoked one of those, and I couldn't get it off. It was- it was
blew,
glued.
I blew wheels apart. I tried to cut it on the road for him, and I cut it with a V cutter he has, and it just
It
blew the
rips
whole
it.
damn
It
thing
still
off. I'm
smoked
like,
fine.
God.
Yeah, but it rips it because there's so much glue down there. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
So
Yeah.
I would say if you ever did bring in a final third cigar and
Yeah.
stuff and have them do, I would definitely buy it and stuff.
The good thing about it is somebody like him, we can dictate what the blend is.
Correct.
Yeah.
So obviously, I would go stronger than this one
Yeah.
because I think that's a lot of our clientele. It's it's me too.
Correct.
So we could definitely work with a blend, but construction
not
wise, I
about
mean, other than a couple of
you.
it was really. I mean, I think it's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this J Mat though. This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is good,
yeah.
yeah. It's a
Kudos to
funky-
those guys for, releasing
And-
their own distillate.
And I don't think they're ever going to get away from the model they have now.
No,
they're going to
no,
keep doing
no.
barrels. They're going to keep sourcing great barrels, but this gives them another avenue to be
Yeah.
able to sell more bottles.
They can
So,
expand to the front parking lot and kick out Buffalo
I
Trace.
don't
Yeah, get
Trailers.
Buffalo Traces
Yeah.
trailers out of their front lot.
They're never going to distribute this. This will
No.
be gift shop type stuff they'll do, which
Yeah.
special one-offs.
I mean, but even then, when I was there, some of the stuff they pulled out from behind the counter and from the back office that they don't have available for sale anymore that they'll let you try, phenomenal.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, they have that regular double oaked, and then they pulled out the one from the back that was their rare or specialty double oaked. blew the original one out of the water.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, well, we don't have any of these for sale." And I was like, "Dude, why'd you let me try it? Because now I really want it." But yeah, I mean, they were killing it with everything they had.
So we've now heard from both of you about, try this, try this. It brings up a point. When you go to these distilleries, if you're a fan of bourbon and you try a lot of different stuff, don't hesitate to open up that conversation, because bourbon people like talking to bourbon people.
Yeah.
I found that it doesn't matter. You don't have to be associated with anybody. You don't, well before we, had this podcast going and I was on it, I would sit and talk with bourbon people and they want to share.
Yeah.
You're at a distillery and you start talking to them. You're like, "Oh man, I had this and it was this mash bill, and how do you guys handle this process, or what are you thinking you're going to do next with this thing?" They get excited.
Oh, yeah.
And they absolutely want to share, and they will
Yeah.
pull bottles out.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
pull bottles out of stuff you've
We
never
had that
heard
at
of.
BBC. We were part of a tour group that was all a birthday party that could care less about what was happening. But, we were answering the questions that they were asking that nobody else knew the answers to. We were, invested in learning what was going on there. And then by the end of the tour, she's like, "Hey, you guys hang back a minute." And she gets rid of the rest of the group, shuttles them off to the gift shop. She's like, "Hey, you guys come in here. I've got a few more things I want you guys to try."
Yeah.
Totally not part of the tour anymore.
Yeah.
But it was just because she's like, "You guys obviously give a crap and not just here for touristy stuff.
Yeah.
I got something I want to show you." And
Yeah.
it was the same with JMAT. I went to JMAT, started talking to that guy.
Yeah.
And I did a 7-flight sample and then turned around and I had a whole stack of sample cups after the fact.
I think your quote was, "He tried to kill me."
Yeah. Well, I tried to kill my liver. Yeah. But, when the girlfriend's distracted by the shop cat and this
Yeah.
guy's over here trying to, poison you with alcohol, you just have a good day.
Yeah.
And if you're at a bar that has a good bourbon selection, usually that's curated by one or more people at the bar, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
bartenders or a general manager or somebody is a bourbon fan.
Yeah.
And you can tell the difference between, some high-end restaurant where you go in and they just get these bottles because
Yep.
they know that they can sell it and they don't know anything about it. They're not bourbon people per se, right? They're just pouring. But if you get somebody who's curated this great bourbon selection at a bar and you start talking with them, they will pull bottles off the shelf so fast.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
be like, "You need to try a sip of this," and they will pour you tasters, and you'll get to try some really incredible stuff. So
Yeah.
I think it's something
Like
that gets
marshmallow.
missed a lot when people go out and are, this is a relationship.
Well,
type
I mean,
thing.
It is, yeah.
Stop and think about it. Anytime you guys get a really good bottle that you're excited about, what's the first thing you want to do?
Bring it in here. and
Bring it in
on the
here and
show.
share it with everybody here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hide
Yep.
it.
That's fine. We just go to your house. So.
That's true.
Rob and I were talking yesterday, like, "Well, you want to bring your bottle, or you want to bring your bottle?" And I'm like, "I'll bring my bottle."
Yeah.
So I can bring mine. I'm like, "No, I'll bring mine."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
And I
not.
forgot mine this morning, so good thing he brought his.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So it's all fun.
So
But
we
and that's
always
the
have
other
a plan.
thing too. Is like the last time we went to Bardstown, my whole point on that trip was to taste everything that's experimental. I don't want any of your mainline stuff. I want to try everything that you're iffy about.
Yeah.
Everything that you're throwing out there and just caution to the wind. We're trying this, and I tasted some of the weirdest stuff I'd ever had, and it was phenomenal. The one I had that had like the almost like the brisket finish because it was so oily.
Yeah.
And that oak.
Dark Arts,
so,
right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Dark Arts. I bought a bottle, and it was way more than I wanted to pay, but I wanted that bottle, and they had to go find one because it was the last one they had left.
Yeah.
And I was just like, nope, I definitely want this one. And then we go to RD1, and I got that Peruvian Holywood bottle, and it's completely weird just in their experimental single barrel. But I was just like, that's unique. I want that because I'll never find that again, and they're not going to make it again probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't hesitate to try new things either,
Right.
unless
Yeah.
it has Ambron in it.
Yeah, it's just
Sound
like
like Dr.
college.
J.
Experiment.
Well, we on Wednesday, Dave Lakes and I went down to Sonder Brewing, and Pax Verum and Sonder are doing a collaboration beer. It's going to be a West Coast Pilsner, and we got to be a part of the process. And by being a part of the process, Dave and I sat back and drank whiskey and watched them brew. So that was a lot of fun.
That's a great.
But
That's a great way to be part of
it's
the
a great
process.
way.
Every time they looked away, you just like poured some in
Hey,
the
you
bag.
guys want to dump some of this malt into this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did
No,
we did
we're
try
okay.
the wort right off of there. We tried the wort before they put in the lagering process, and it's going to be good. I mean, even the wort was good. So I'm excited. We'll be getting some of those in here, but it's fun to see Pax and Sonder, similar kind of models and similar in their communities of
Yeah.
doing great beer, coming together and doing some fun stuff together. So
That's great.
that'll be probably another couple months by the time we get it here.
Yeah, I
like
love
for
that.
Sonder, like I was talking to a friend of mine. She lives in Cincinnati and stuff, and we were talking about. I asked her, does she know Sonder Brewing? She said, "Oh my God, I love that place."
They're
She
really
said it's
big
a very
in the community.
popular
Yeah.
place to go.
And the food there is fantastic.
Which is great because Cincinnati's always been Rheingeist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always been Rheingeist,
Yeah.
right? They've dominated that market, so it's great to see Sonder
And
make
yeah,
great headway. in
Ryan Guys,
Sam
Sonder,
Adams.
Mad Tree.
Mad
Yeah.
Tree is great. I
Mad
love that
Tree's
place.
good one.
Sam Adams is right there down the road from
I
Ryan
love
Guys.
Mad Tree.
I'll tell you,
Ryan Guys is a
Cincinnati's
fun brewery to go to, too.
Cincinnati's
It
a
is.
good
Big.
town for some good beers.
Absolutely.
There's some good
There's
bars.
there's a good
cigar
food
lounge.
situation there too.
Yeah.
Great food.
Yeah.
Creekside's down there. They're doing
They have
a great
this
job.
crappy basketball team, a crappy football NFL team. College is kind of
But they
crap.
distract you with all the good food and drink.
That's true.
Exactly, yeah.
Ryan
You
Guys
guys
was a
remember
really cool
what that
place.
cigar lounge is? That's on. It's
Riverside.
in Covington.
It's a Riverside.
Covington.
Is it
Riverside.
Riverside?
Creekside.
Creekside's the
That's
new
on
one.
Cincinnati, right?
No,
Yeah,
there's
Cincinnati
one
side?
in Covington that I thought we went
They
to.
have 3 locations, don't they?
Did we go there?
Creekside's only got one
Only
right
Maybe
now.
it wasn't
Okay,
you.
yes.
Maybe I'm down. Anyway, they had like live jazz, dude playing upright bass, like little 3 jazz.
We did not go
jazz.
there.
Cool little place over there in Covington. Great cigar lounge. I'll have to look up the name and throw them a shout out.
Okay,
But
yeah.
Good place down there. Lots of good restaurants.
Well,
yeah.
the boys at Creekside, they do a great job down there. And again, Ohio's a little different than here. They can't sell liquor at a cigar lounge because apparently 2 good things together can't go together.
Right.
I don't get it. But you can bring your own bottle in there and you can drink your own bottle. They'll get you a
There's
glass, whatever you
Second
need.
Story, Blaze Cigar, and
Blaze? Was it Blaze?
List Steakhouse.
There
Could have
you
been
go.
Blaze.
I don't remember. It might have been Blaze.
Blaze is the one I've heard of before.
Smoke Justice.
So last year, Creekside won Midwest Cigar Bar of the Year. We couldn't apply last year. We are now nominated this year again for the Cigar Bar of
Yes.
the Year.
Vote.
So we do have
Vote.
the voting until I think it's March 12th, I think it is. So hopefully we can win
think-
that again this year. Huh?
That link
Use,
is in the email, isn't it?
It's in the email.
It's also
Get-
on the Facebook.
Get yourself
And-
2 email addresses and 2 devices. So
Yeah.
You can
Yes.
also vote for our
You can only
friends
vote
down
once
at,
per email address, and I think it's actually not
yeah.
even email. I think it's IP address because
Yeah.
I voted from different things, which I did vote for myself, just so you guys know.
I voted.
You got different
I
email.
voted
oh,
for you
different
guys, and I
emails?
voted for
Okay.
Louisville.
Yeah,
Louisville Cigar
and that's the
Company.
thing is, and I'm going to talk to them about that. They kept all cigar bars in one category, even though there's different regions. I'm going to tell them you guys need to change that because every cigar bar has people that travel, and you go to different regions, and you may love that cigar bar, and you may love your home cigar bar. You want to vote for both, and it's impossible to
Well,
do it right now with that.
Yeah,
So-
it's funny you bring up the regions because, like, when I was submitting for these Emmys, Indiana falls under Great Lakes, which is like northern Midwest, and Kentucky is technically southern.
yeah.
So it's like the southern
Well,
part of.
and Kentucky South.
Yeah,
For
so-
this one too. I mean, this one they actually tightened it up a little bit more because the first year was the first year they did it that we won. They actually Midwest was literally from like Iowa down almost to Florida and the entire Northeast.
Yeah, it's like 22 states.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was like, okay, that's not the Midwest, but they've actually honed it in a little bit more. They've got more in there. There is one in Dubai that
I
is
was
on there
going to
too.
say
I
that.
saw that
I
one.
saw the one in
Don't
Dubai.
vote for those guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I know
Oh.
nothing about them.
It might not be there much
Well,
longer.
they're probably not going to be at the show, but you know.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if they're
But
not.
their brand
Oh, they have to be if they're nominated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't their brand of cigar called Durka Durka?
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Skirting right
The
past
views
that
and
one.
opinions expressed on this podcast are not necessarily those of the final third.
Yes, yes.
That was a great.
We were talking
Way to
about.
go, Vietnamese.
No, we were talking about Team America yesterday because I was wearing a pair of Chuck Taylors and Grant was like, "Those are nice shoes." And I was like, "Yeah, I've had them for 21 years. I got them at the Mall of America. I bought them and then we watched Team America World Police,
Yeah.
and that was from that. So, oh, Durka Durka Durka.
America.
All right, so comments.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Alan, you want to know what time they start working on my house so that you can just come sit and watch them build all day?
I'm not.
You're
up
not
at
really
seven-
employed,
I'm not
so
up at 7:30.
that could work. Come on over. Yeah, you can sit out
How's
there.
that
Especially,
working?
especially
You didn't see
today with the
7:30.
time
You
change.
can go out
yeah.
there, watch them throw shingles on the roof today. Help yourself.
Yeah, if all you want to hear is.
Smell the wood.
Let's see
You
here.
weirdo.
Don't forget that the Colts are a run-heavy team from Cody.
It's true.
Yeah.
They are.
So
Always have
you
been.
know, that certainly makes a difference
But-
on
but-
how many catches you're going to get. So does that one receiver make a difference?
But JT is also at the same time, he's not getting any younger. We all know that running backs have a shelf life in the NFL.
They do. Yeah. Look, to take advantage of him, it's going to have to be the next 2 to 3 years. So
the tone.
see what happens there. Cody also mentions that he's seen a lot of Buffalo Trace tater bottles on the shelf.
Yeah.
He's been to a number of liquor stores. He's been kind of traveling around a little bit. I know we've talked about it. He mentioned that there was quite a number out there. And,
That's good call.
If you
too,
find the
'cause-
golden tater, though,
The golden tail.
I don't know exactly what
well-
this is in reference to, but Walter, by the way, tells you don't tell him what to do.
I don't remember. I'll do what I want.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, King of
something else
Kentucky,
too. Oh,
real
go ahead.
quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just want to say to that point that Cody made, Louisville Costco yesterday had King of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for I think it was like 250, 260. I mean, SRP. It probably lasted 30 minutes, but
But there's a couple
you're
dozen.
seeing
There was
some-
a lot of bottles down there.
that's a unicorn bottle that
Yeah.
never shows up. And for
well,
Costco to
99
get a
plus.
pallet of it, like that's pretty crazy.
Well, and Alan and I heard a kind of a funny story. So Heaven Hill, they released last year the Old Fit 7-year, and it's supposed to be a shelf-stable bottle. The first one was allocated because they got it out in the market. It was supposed to hit all the stores. Well, we found out the reason why we haven't seen it in the stores is because they have one person that's doing all the, it's basically the tax stamp label on them. They can't keep up. They promised everything in the world. Now they can't keep up. And Heaven Hill has offered to buy them a machine, like a $500,000 machine. And they're like, oh, no, we got it. They're like, we have a bunch of product we have to release. You guys don't have the labels on them.
You will take this
Yeah.
You will take
machine
it.
and we're paying for
Yes.
it. Shut your
so
mouth.
hopefully
Yeah.
we'll start seeing that.
Yeah.
And we did get a case of
You
it
will
in
take
here,
this
so
and like it.
you can get
Yeah.
that now back here again. It's a really good product. It's going to be a great product once it's on the shelf.
You know what they
everywhere.
do? Just hole punch the corner of the labels and then tag the bottle. You can put the label on at home.
There you go. I don't think it's
They're
legal,
still
but okay.
selling
Yeah.
it. No, they're selling it with the label though.
I think it has to be over the cork, doesn't it? Or
I don't know.
Or by the cork or something. I don't know.
It doesn't have
It's
to be
not
legible.
real.
Just
It's not a real tax return.
Yeah.
It's fake.
So we'll be seeing that more of that coming up.
yeah.
Yeah, you're over here screwing around with our new
What do they
setup,
do?
our new software, and you put up like and subscribe, and Walter was saying, don't tell me what to do.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So like and subscribe, definitely. We always appreciate that.
tell your
Rob,
friends.
Rob, we got the 4th anniversary has wrapped up.
Wrapped up, yeah.
But that doesn't mean that the fun here at Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge
Nope.
is over
Oh,
by
the-
any means.
the
We're
fun
going
never
into,
ends.
into spring. We're going into summer. What else
The
we got
patio's
coming up?
open with the
Patio's
Patio.
open.
sunshine out there.
Hey,
It'll
we
be
actually
winter.
had to get the patio chairs out the other day because it was so packed in here.
And that was actually still a pretty nice day. It got a little chilly towards the
Well,
end.
that's what cracked me up. Rob was like, "No, we can't do that. They're dirty." And I was like, "Nobody's gonna care, man."
Nobody
I was
cares.
like, "We'll sit in them."
Yeah. But it's fully opened out there now. Obviously, we've had some good weather. I think we have one day this week's going to be chilly. A little snow in the morning. It'll be fine by the afternoon.
Yeah, talk about too. You're going to open up early for March Madness.
March Madness Thursday. Thursday we're going to open up at noon because games start at noon. So
Not this Thursday, but a
next
week.
Next
yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah,
A week
yeah.
from this.
So we'll do that.
Yeah, we're still in tournament time, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
not NCAA tournament.
Big Ten
but
tournament starts next
conference.
week, so that'll
Yeah.
be going on.
Yep.
Chicago
Watch
this
all
year.
the basketball
Shout out to the
tournaments.
big
Yeah.
live daylight savings time.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That
Woohoo.
ruined my hour of sleep this morning.
Ah, you'll
It
be
didn't
fine.
mind. I've been waking up early every day, and it's like I just woke up this morning. Well, all right, let's go.
We talked about the Aladino event on Derby Day. We
Yep.
talked
Yep.
about the white
release party, yep.
with McAuliffe. Yeah.
Derby Day is May 3rd, Aladino event here, and then McAuliffe event's going to be April the 9th.
April 9th.
Yep.
So
and we
lots
do
of good
have
stuff
we do
coming.
have, like I said, the McAuliffe whites. We will have I think 3 or 4 boxes of each. The Robusto and Toro coming in this week. I honestly will probably be on the shelf by Tuesday, I would imagine at this point. So those will be
Love
coming
that.
in if you want to try them before we actually have
Next
the
week
event.
we got Alan in here singing karaoke. Oh,
Yeah.
just kidding.
And I'd like to, Rob, I want to thank you on the podcast, you and Lisa both, for allowing me to take the part 2 of my certified spirits judge exam here at the lounge.
And you
and
passed.
you crushed it.
And I passed.
He crushed
Way
it.
to go.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Appreciate
you
that.
did a great job on that, man. That was kind of fun watching you go through the process too. And I know he gave you the accolades on this was very. He didn't say it was well written. He said that was beautifully written. So good job, buddy. Good job.
Thank you, guys.
So he's got a few more little codes that, after his name now that he can put on there to, it's gonna be like a doctor with 47.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Pink-
abbreviations at the
Pinky
end.
up.
Pink.
Yeah.
Pinky up, baby. Yeah.
Like I said, you're one of 10 in the whole world.
11 maybe. I don't know.
11,
Yeah.
11. Yeah. I
Who's
mean,
counting?
Yeah.
Who's counting?
10,
Well,
11.
ten,
There's like
11.
8 billion people, so I mean,
357,
1 in 11,
358.
1 in 10. That's still pretty prestigious, man.
It's pretty awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
For
That's
those
the
that are
same
joining
thing.
us for the first time on the podcast, Will's kind of a big deal.
He is
Yeah.
kind of
He's
a
a
big deal.
huge
Drop his
deal.
name in Louisville, and you'll get something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for when we went to Pursuit, they're like, "Who the hell's
Yeah.
that?" It was just a bartender, though. That's all
Yeah.
it was.
Don't drop it at Aspen Creek either.
No, I'll drop Derek's name there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks a lot again. Again, thank you so much. It's been a great 4 years. Some days it feels like it's been 30 years. Some days it feels like it's been barely a year. So appreciate you guys. Love the friendships we've had here. And
Do want to say, I mean, in a few hours, we're going to say goodbye to one of our regulars here.
yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff, and sorry to see him go. and
Goodbye
stuff, but
for now.
For now.
Yeah.
But, Keith, obviously, if you've been to the lounge and stuff, Keith comes in here a lot. He's going to Spain.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Moving to Spain.
So we're
Moving,
having a little
he's leaving tomorrow.
tomorrow.
And a big thanks for all that he's done within the community.
Yes.
Keith was part of Anderson Police
The
Department.
local police officer.
Yeah.
You may have seen
Detective.
him. If you saw some big dude with a man bun out at the horse track,
It wasn't me. I'm small.
it was not. It was Keith. He was out there making sure that things went off well and that everybody's staying safe. We really appreciate his service and his friendship here at the lounge, and gonna miss him.
And
We're
if
going to
you-
miss you, buddy.
And if
Yeah.
you're watching the podcast and you know him, we're having a little bit of a party for him this afternoon from 4 to 6. So come on in here.
Definitely
and
come
Come on.
definitely say
Come
goodbye,
hang out.
'cause
Come in, say
You
goodbye.
may not see him again. So
Now, there's some people that through his career that's happy to see him leave. But
they're still in jail though. So
I
Yeah,
was
I
gonna
was
say,
gonna
most
say, we
of
don't
them
talk
are
to
Yeah.
most of them are still
Yeah.
residents of the
Behind
state.
Yeah.
my brother-in-law just showed up.
Hi, brother-in-law.
Hey, there you go.
There he is.
Right on.
Awesome.
All right,
guys.
let's sign off here, Rob.
All right.
All right,
You
where
can
do
find
they
me
find you?
everywhere. Final Third Cigar.
That's
Cocky
great.
Wolverine.
Find me at Scotty.
You can find me at both your visuals, Spencer Lee's. Don't forget to follow the Final Third podcast.
All things Big Al.
And Moto Photo Will on Instagram.
And thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, Tony.